we've got a new little adventure I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and release this as my first video I've ever done on YouTube. Now, mind you, I've got over a year of filming stored for all the other videos I was gonna do, and I'm slowly getting those ones all edited and stuff like that, but it's a pain in the butt for me. I don't function very well on a computer, but I'll do my best. Anyway, I'm gonna try and make this the first one. And this one's gonna be hopefully released like the first week after this event's done. I'm gonna try and go on Hot Rod Power Tour West, which is from Irwindale to Las Vegas, back to Pomona. And I'm gonna take my father-in-law's old truck. He passed away in 2008. And my brother-in-law took it. He used it for a tow rig for a little while to tow his race car around, and decided it wasn't exactly what he wanted. Put it back in storage at my father-in-law's shop, and it's kind of just been sitting ever since. Figured that'd be a good truck to take on this trip. Kind of a sentimental thing also, you know, like kind of like he's still with us and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm gonna go up there, pull it out of storage, get it fired up. We go up there and fire it up every once in a while and, you know, move it around and stuff like that. But it needs fresh gas. It needs, I'm not sure it needs a tune-up or anything, but definitely fresh gas. You know, check everything out. My brother-in-law put brand new tires on it when he had it, so I'm not too worried about the tires. It's stored inside all the time. So I don't think it'll be too much of a problem, I'd say, or too much work to get it going and ready and like reliable enough that I trust it, stuff like that. Thankfully, between all these destinations, like we live pretty much in the middle, like on the main route. Now, whether that route takes us right here, I have no idea. But I mean, it's within like 250 miles of my house every which way we go. So no matter what, it's not like I can't just call somebody and have them come pick us up. But we're gonna give this a shot. And kind of to my surprise, which I don't know if I should say this or not, but I asked my wife if she wanted to do it. And, well, I'll be, but she looked at me and said, sure. So this is going to be an adventure with my wife. You guys will meet her. She'll be on this video as well. Gonna go up, get the truck right now, and hopefully all pans out and does good. And this is a positive experience in our lives, you know, not just a why the hell did we do this? But we're gonna go up, get the truck, and start going through it. Check it out. See you guys up there. For all the years, I remember when I first met my father-in-law. First day I walked down to his shop. Had a big block Chevy sitting on his engine stand with a blower on it. And I was on that 64 Chevy Chevelle. I'll show you a picture of it. But you know, the diehard car person, especially Chevy person, when you come down to his shop and he's got a Chevy emblem painted on his garage door. Heck yeah. All right, so just got the garage door opened on up, and here's the hot rod we're taking. 1975 Chevy Dually. Plug the battery tender. It's gonna be our hot rod for the weekend. Yeah, it's been sitting here for so long. We haven't even put the plates on it yet. Ooh. Yeah, you can see dust. That's all that's been sitting here. Just everything's so dusty. But gonna give it a really good clean. Probably gonna put a stereo in it, or at least get this one to where we got some speakers. Unfortunately, he had some speaker boxes that were bolted on the outside right here, and they were really bad. They really got your ankles every time you got in and out of the truck, so you had to watch out for them. My brother-in-law, he pulled them off, so I'm gonna put something back in for speakers. That's what we're gonna do. All right, so let's get the hood open on this hot rod. And check everything out. Just a plain old little small block Chevy, nothing special. Like I say, my brother-in-law had it for a while after my father-in-law passed away, and he decided having a crew cab and a diesel. Well, actually, he had a crew cab and a regular truck for a while, regular gas motor, and then bought a diesel. Anyway, long story short, this just wasn't working for him anymore as far as, you know, room and stuff like that. So it came back over here and sat, and unfortunately, because it sat, it's not a daily thing. It doesn't get driven daily. It needs to get driven at least every week, and hopefully I can start doing that. But we will get this thing all prepped, cleaned up, and ready to go. All right, just got the battery hooked up. Gonna check some voltage real quick. Unfortunately, I got to change this. The voltage gauge, for some reason, is hooked up before the key. Looks like we got a solid 12 volts, good battery. Again, it stays on a battery tender, so I can't imagine the battery going bad. Check the oil, and then check the water right now, because it has been sitting in here for a while. Oh, we're topped off right there. Hey, there it is. That's good. I'll check the oil and tranny fluid in it. And put some fresh fuel in it, get it fired up. Been sitting in storage for so long, gotta walk around it every time I get here. Take a broom and get all the cobwebs off of it. So I just got in here to kind of see what tank it's at. It's got the old school like yeehaw lever to change tanks. And get in here to look at the tanks. This one's 3/4 of a tank, which I don't think is correct. But flip the tank switch and okay. Sounds good. Looks like we got a tank and a half on the one side. Definitely gonna have to look into that. So all right, yeah. Something we'll have to look into. Also, on another note, I completely forgot about this because it's been so long since I've driven this truck or dealt with the truck. Hey, I forgot about that too. Okay. Let me put that guy back in here where it goes. On another note, one of the things I forgot on this truck was the fuel filler has these badass doors that he put in long time ago, and unfortunately, is this the right key? Huh, there's nothing in there. Well, darn it. He stuck them out here, which I completely forgot about. I'm gonna fix that this trip and make it work properly, because that's not how it's supposed to be. But something he was okay with, and how he had it. So anyway, that's gonna get fixed. And yes, I've gotten lazy, because this is just works out awesome. Perfect. Let's get some fuel in this thing. Some gas in a can here. Just something to toss some down this carburetor and get this thing cleaned up. Okay, I guess we're not taking the whole thing off. We'll take just the lid off. That guy up over here. So this thing usually fires up pretty much instantaneously. So we will, that should be enough to start. Okay. So I'll give that a little shot here. It's good to know she's firing up that quick. That might be too much. There we go. Woohoo! There we go. Got good oil pressure. 30 at idle. Like I said, I don't want to say I don't think the truck's going to make it, because I know it's going to make it, but like it sits for so long, so often. Like look at all the stuff that just blew out the exhaust. It's been sitting here for so long. Also, so I didn't really pay attention to it. I'm not sure you guys can hear me or not. Dun, dun, dun. So also, not sure, pretty sure I said it earlier. This thing my brother-in-law had for a while, and he used to tow the race car with it, stuff like that. He put a brand new set of tires on it, so I really wasn't worried about the tires. Well, I just checked the date code on them, and they're actually from 2014. So they're almost 10 years old, and they're brand new. Like they've got 5,000, 4,000 miles on them maybe. But we're gonna run it, see what happens. Gonna run them, see what happens. They're basically brand new tires. Adjusting a little like cam choky thingy where the electric choke is. Looks like it either got that linkage to free up a little bit or something. That's more gooder. Looks like we're idling at about 700. It's about where it should be. I'll check the brake fluid real quick just to be sure. Let's see how the fluid looks. Oh yeah, we're golden. Well, check over a few more things, get her pulled outside. It's kind of weird. I really didn't think this was going to be like an emotional thing, but it's kind of weird. That's weird because I've driven the truck before. It's not like it's never been, like I haven't driven it. It just seems a little different right now. One of the things that we've always had to deal with having cars at my father-in-law and my mother-in-law's house, if it's outside, their house backs up to some railroad tracks, and never really thought about it or nothing like that. But on a white car, or actually any car, one of the biggest things you have to deal with, especially where their house is, it's a popular spot for trains to, one, go fast by, also to stop at. So they get a lot of rail dust, and I didn't know much about rail dust for a while, but it's the brake dust from the trains, and it actually etches into the paint. Like it's actually like a rough feeling, but it's only on the tops. It's the stuff that settles. Like it'll be right here, but not down here. It's not bad over here. Like the tops of the fenders. You know, unfortunately, I'm not sure if the camera picks that up at all or not, but it's actually like, I don't know a good way of putting it. It's like it's, sorry about the sun. It's like it's, like grinding dust. And it actually etches to the paint and it sticks. So I'm not sure if clay barring the truck will do it to get it back to shiny or whatnot. I'm going to take it home and wash it, give the whole truck a good detail and pressure wash the engine bay and engine compartment, stuff like that, and get the whole truck cleaned up. But dude, I don't know if I can get all the rail dust off, which is going to kind of suck. You know, it's everywhere. It's here, all across the top of the fenders. I mean, I'm sure it's all over the roof. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If I can get most of it off, I can. Alright, so day after we pick up the truck, getting it ready for the road trip and the show and whatnot. I need to get this thing cleaned up, like I was telling you guys before, and give it a good douching. Again, started doing stuff, forgot to film. It always works out that way. But went on ahead and got the toolbox unbolted and moved back. Got the rubber floor in the bed pulled back because there's a bunch of stuff that's old, like gunk and shit underneath it. So just I'm trying to get the bed all cleaned out. A lot of rust up underneath here from that rubber mat. But pressure wash everything. Pressure wash the mat off. Get all this stuff cleaned out as best I can. Just so that way I'm at least starting with a clean slate inside the bed of the truck. So again, I got to doing some stuff and I forgot to film some stuff. So anyway, long story short, got out here, started working on the truck, and the whole truck, like I was saying, with that rail dust at the tops of everything, you can hear how rough it is. And then come over here to what I've already done. It's nice and quiet. That rail dust just like eats into the paint or whatever. And the shit part about it is, the worst part about it is, the only thing I have found to get this stuff off, unfortunately, is steel wool. Like, you can sit here and cut and buff the entire truck, and it might come off. I mean, it probably will come off. I mean, it's kind of a given. But this is a single stage paint, and I don't know how good this paint job was done. I don't know how many layers are on or anything like that. So I'm just sitting here going over the whole truck with steel wool with some goof off and a little bit of soapy water, and just sit here and go over the whole truck to get all this stuff off. And once it's all off, then I'll give the truck a good wash and then a good wax. Hopefully that keeps the shine or brings the shine back. If not, well, it'll be satin white. Okay, so it's crazy. You can actually hear the roughness of this. Like, I can do a little spray, and then you can hear it. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it on the camera, but you can actually hear the roughness of all the stuff on here. And then after a couple of seconds, you know, it's like right here's done. Huh. It's pretty amazing. It's that bad. All right, so this will probably be the last video before we leave tomorrow morning. We still got to run down and get fuel for the truck and top it all off, because we're gonna leave here pretty early in the morning and try and get on the road with a decent time. But one of the things that we wanted to do was, the reason I'm taking the truck is because originally I was going to take my hot rod. Now, again, this isn't very far. I mean, straight distance is only like 250 to 275 miles each way. No problem in this thing. No problem. But my wife didn't want to ride in this. So that's when I decided, or I had the idea of taking my father-in-law's truck. And it's been sitting in storage, and obviously you guys watched the whole video on that already up to this point. that being said, I don't think it would be right for me to do this video and to take this truck without putting at least his name on it. So this truck always had Fenton Racing on it. It's got his race number, you know, stuff like that. So anyway, I still get choked up over my father-in-law. Anyway, okay. Anyway, his deal was always Super Street and Pro Gas. He raced Super Street and Pro Gas for years, and you know, like, he's got his OG Super Street stickers on there, and obviously he's got Fenton Racing on the back. After he passed away, we had some stickers made up, and I'm gonna put one of his stickers on here, just because I think that's what I should do for this drive. Alrighty guys, this will be the end of this video. This will be the first one I put on YouTube. I've got a bunch stored up. Unfortunately, I made the mistake of having like probably 200 hours of videos stored of all the different projects I've been working on for a couple of months now, and that's not the thing to do. I need to actually get back into doing, or I should say I need to get started on filming for a week or like 3 days, and then editing, and then making that one video. But I'm going to release a bunch of videos in the next couple of weeks that are not going to be in order. They're going to be stuff from 7-8 months ago to 3 weeks ago to vacation in the summertime. Unfortunately, I'm brand new to this. This will be the first time I've ever doing this. First time I've ever edited videos, stuff like that. So bear with me. I'm learning. I'll do my best to get the best stuff out there for you guys. Still don't even know how YouTube works as far as people giving you comments and stuff like that. Never done it before, so it's all a learning curve, I guess, and we're gonna learn it together. So anyway, we're done for the night. We are gonna head out in the morning, 5 o'clock, go get in line, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people showing up for this. As far as I know, from what I've seen, this is the farthest west that Hot Rod Power Tour has gone, that I've looked into. I haven't really gone a whole lot into it, but anyway, that's the reason we're doing it. It's close to home, and I've always watched these videos for years. I've watched these videos, and I've always thought, if it's ever close enough and I can afford it, I'm going to do it. And what better way to do it? So we're going to hit the road in the morning and take you guys on our part of this journey. Until next time.